Welcome everyone to The Art of Leverage. I am Tiffanie Kellog. Very excited about today's guest, Marialexandra. So tell me, what is it that you do?
I am the founder and CEO of Outplay. We are a gender neutral swimwear and activewear brand, DTC brand.
Okay. Tell me more about that. What does it mean?
Well, we started as swimwear and we've gradually added activewear. We make compression, our biggest product is we make compression tops that fit any kind of body. So it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter your age or your gender. We make a product that can fit your body and make you feel comfortable. So if there's something that you want to hide, compress, flatten, or just make you feel more comfortable, that's what we do.
So what made you start this? And when did you start it, and then why?
Well, I launched Outplay in May of 2014. So it's been 9 years, but I was a bridal designer in my former life. I've been in the fashion industry and the garment industry for over 25 years. And I had my namesake line where I did bridal and evening wear for over almost 15 years. And 2008 happened.
The recession. I'm assuming it's like 2008, the recession, 2020, COVID, the milestones of our generation.
Exactly. So 2008 happened to me. And, we sold very expensive gowns and it just wasn't the right time for us to continue our business. So I decided I wanted to find something that was more meaningful, but I still wanted to stay within the garment industry because that's what I love to do. I love making clothing. So through several pivots, I found myself creating a brand of clothing that was geared towards the woman who didn't want to wear a dress on her wedding day. And that gradually was geared towards more of the lesbian market. And during the process of creating that brand, which took me about 3 years, I started interviewing a lot of people, had interviews with little focus groups that were testing out our clothing. And I started to hear horror stories of what people were doing to their own bodies in order to feel comfortable in their clothing. And that's where I realized there was something I had to do something. I didn't feel like it was right for a whole group of people to feel so uncomfortable and not find anything that fit, and that they would either have to adjust something to what they wanted, or they had to actually harm their bodies to feel like themselves. So that's when I invented what is now our compression swim top, which is our swimmy. And I just completely pivoted the entire business and went in that direction. So it started out as Outplay was launched mainly for the male presenting woman who wanted to flatten her chest. As we've grown and progressed, we've realized that we have several markets that we're helping, not only people that are more male presenting, but also we have a lot of people who just want to feel more comfortable in something less revealing. And we also have a lot of women who've had double mastectomies or mastectomies who have right after surgery really appreciate or really need the compression. So we've realized that what started out as something to help one group of people is actually helping a very large group of different types of people. So that's how we've gradually grown into being completely gender neutral as well, because we have found that there are a lot of men who also appreciate our product.
Right. I don't know if it's insensitive to say, but yeah, sometimes men have this going on as well. And that can be. So what have been some obstacles that you faced in the past 9 years as you created this company?
How much time do we have?
Oh my gosh. And I'm like, typically this is a normal question that we ask, the conversation is the art of leverage. We want to leverage. And there's always struggles, though. I have a feeling you have some unique struggles that probably nobody else that we've interviewed had as well.
Oh my gosh, I've had so many. Well, first off, I invented this product, so it was something that didn't exist. So I had to find a way to create something that
brand new category.
Completely brand new category. When we started, nobody was doing what we're doing. So it was one of the biggest hurdles was trying to find, first of all, the right materials to use to do all this. Second of all, for me, it's very important to make sure that we make our products not only out of the best material and last the longest, because I am not a fan of fast fashion, but also that was earth friendly, which is very hard with the activewear. It's still very, very hard with activewear, but possible. And also to do it in a way that felt comfortable and didn't harm the a person's body. So that was the biggest hurdle. Second hurdle was finding a factory that didn't think I was insane and wanted me, was willing to do this with me. And I finally did. And they've actually grown with us pretty much. And then we've had hurdles along the way. First of all, very important is that we are self-funded. We never raised any capital. We've never raised any money. So everything that the business makes goes back into the business. So we're still a very small team because we have to keep it going. And being in the garment industry is extremely expensive. People don't understand how expensive it is to be in the garment industry. But I think that's a continuous hurdle that we live with, is being self-funded. But that's by choice, by the way. We've had people offer, and I've never felt I've found somebody comfortable enough to say yes to have as an investor or as a partner.
So it's not that you're opposed to.
No, I'm not opposed.
One just hasn't come to. It's kind of like, why are you still single? Well, I haven't found the right partner. And
exactly.
Until then, we're just going to
until then, yes, we'll grow a little slower. It'll take us a little longer, but I'm more comfortable knowing that we're doing what's right for our business and our customers than just trying to, look good on paper for an investor. That's not something, that's not a priority. So I haven't found the right investor yet. So it's not that I'm opposed to it. It'd be much easier if I had an investor, honestly, but it's just, we haven't found the right one yet. Another hurdle has been that we have been copied quite a bit.
Oh,
yeah. We've been copied by companies who do have a lot of investment money. So they've been able to take our product and grow exponentially with our products. But, what we do is, every time somebody says, but they copied you, that's fine. But I have to be more innovative and keep creating new products that'll take them, it took them like 7 years to copy our first product. So it'll take them another 7 years to copy this next one. So we just launched a brand new product that it took me over 2 years to develop. We created a brand new fabric specifically for us, for our needs.
Oh, wow. So you're the only one that's going to have it.
Right now, once again, we're the only ones in the world doing what we're doing. So they'll catch up eventually. And yeah, but we're still staying a step ahead.
There's always the knockoffs, but people continue to buy the tried and true brand that they believe in so many different industries.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Is there going to be some knockoff? But yeah, if there's more places where people can get and feel comfortable with who they are, that's a win too.
Exactly. That's how I see it. Yeah.
How do most of your clients find you?
Well, let me tell you, for the first almost 7 years of our business, we didn't spend a dime on advertising, on marketing. It was just very organic and creative, low budget marketing. Because we're self-funded, we tried to do everything as low budget as possible. Yeah. So it was really 100% organic, word of mouth, and we still doubled every year. So it was really, really good. We started putting some money into marketing in year 7, and Google ads and Facebook ads changed the game for us once we finally put our money in there. And we are really, really good at communicating with our customers. We try to create more of a relationship with our customers than just sell to them. So I think that's been the best way that people have found us, is through our socials, through our emails. If, once people jump into our email list, they get a lot of really personal emails, and word of mouth. That's where people really find us, is word of mouth.
Gotcha. Yeah, one person has it, that's super cute, or that's really works. Where did you get it? And then they just refer them over to you.
Yeah. We have. I just got an email from somebody 2 days ago, a woman who just let me know that her daughter wouldn't stop talking about us, and that's why she bought from us. So that it shows that people talk about it.
Very cool. So I am curious. We talked a little bit about the past. Let's talk a little bit about the future. What do you see as the vision for Outplay over the next 5-10 years?
Oh, almost depends on the day, because I get so many ideas that it's just like, what am I thinking about today? Well, right now we're actually going back. We've decided to go back to our core products, which is our compression products. So we're actually getting rid of a lot of our products that kind of extended us a little too much. So we're going back to our core. And so we're creating a lot of new products that go into that core product. I'm sorry, the core group of products that we make, which is compression. So we're going to start expanding on that more than what we were doing before. We kind of lost track right there for a bit. We grew a little too fast for a minute and got a little too excited and, spread out a little too much. So for the next probably 2 to 3, maybe 4 years, we'll really stick to that core, and we'll be adding more styles and colors and prints on our core compression products, as well as adding more bottoms and not just tops. But eventually we do want to grow and expand again in a lot more areas, more of activewear in general, where we can still have activewear that makes people feel comfortable in their own skin, regardless who they are, regardless of the gender or size, but a little more expanded. But we're now really, for the next probably 3 to 4 years, really going to concentrate on our core.
Gotcha. Now, have you created any strategic partnerships? Do you do a lot of that kind of marketing and efforts, or not as much?
Well, we do work with several influencers. We've worked with several influencers in Europe, in the UK specifically, and we have worked with probably about 5 or 6 here in the United States. And it's been really fun. I love working with influencers, especially because I don't think there's been a single influencer that we've worked with that we approached. They usually approach us, which is the best part, because when they approach us, it's because they either already used our product and really love it, or are really curious because somebody's already told them about it enough that they want to, they want to talk about it. We just had somebody reach out from in California. They've been, I actually looked them up. They've actually been a customer since 2016.
Oh, wow.
And they were recently featured, or they had a part in RuPaul's Drag Race show.
Oh, okay.
And immediately the first thing they thought of was they wanted to show us off. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. They've been a customer since 2016. Now they want to be an influencer with us. That's very cool. So those are little partnerships that we have that have been really fun. And because they're so personal, it's a lot more special.
Awesome. Awesome. I know we've talked quite a bit about your business, though it is about leverage. And so I'm a big fan of work hard, play hard. When you're not working and coming up with all of these ideas and then having to figure out which ones to actually implement, what do you like to do for fun?
I know this is going to sound either crazy to some people and completely natural to others, but my brain does not stop working on marketing ideas nonstop. So one of the things I love to do is I love doing yoga. And I love doing yoga. And when I'm at peace and in the most profound, level of my yoga practice, what comes to me are the most amazing marketing ideas ever. So I guess that's still fun for me, no matter what. But also
nothing beats that yoga high. And it's not a high, but it is totally a high.
It is. It really is. It really is. And all of a sudden I'll try to find, I don't want to leave it, but I have to find my phone somewhere so I can at least record what I'm thinking of, because then I'm going to lose the idea. But I can't, I'm in a weird position where I can't anyway.
I keep and I try not to get it, but I keep a notepad in my yoga bag that's right beside me. And I'm like, okay, if it's really a great idea, because you'll never remember, or I don't. I'm like, okay, let me jot it down really quick.
Yeah. I tried writing down, but then I can't, it's too much. So I try to grab and just record the idea really quickly so I won't lose it. But sometimes it's just weird. But then I have so many ideas. There's so much going on in my head right there. But I'm at the end of the day, I am an artist. Even though I haven't, when people, when I tell people that I'm a fashion designer, they think that I draw and paint all day. And the last thing I do during the day is that. But I do love painting and I love drawing. So when I do have some downtime, I just like using my watercolors and doing something totally separate from what I do every day. So that's my fun.
What's your latest that watercolor that you're doing? What's the subject?
Oh, I love I love painting abstract female bodies. That's what I love doing the most. So I'm constantly doing that. And I love textures on fabrics, of course. So I love drawing lifestyle pictures of very wavy fabric. So I love doing that as well. So that's a thing I love.
Very cool. Now, if people are looking to learn more about you, learn more about the company, where can they go online to do so?
Oh, we're on all our socials. All our socials are under Outplay brand. Outplay's just by itself is taken by a gaming company in Europe. So we had to think of a different way to put it up there. So all our socials are Outplay brand. Our website is shopoutplay.com. And my personal business socials are Marialexandra_official.
Well, is there anything exciting coming up for y'all? I know you've had a major shift in going back to your core competencies is creating success for you, but anything else on the horizon for you that's
well, like I mentioned, we just created this amazing fabric. Took me 2 years to develop. It's really cool. We just launched a brand new top made with that fabric, and we're about to launch a strapless top with that same fabric very soon. And eventually we're actually going to do panties in that same fabric. So that's all coming soon in the future. And it's just amazingly comfortable fabric that does what it promises to do.
So what does it promise to do? Because I'm curious. I mean, you can't give us the secrets. I know that, but what makes it special?
It compresses, it holds everything you want to hold in, it keeps everything in place, but it's so light. You really, when you put it on, you'd swear it's really not going to do anything until you see yourself in the mirror. And you can wear it all day and you won't even realize you have it on. So it's just like really, really comfortable underwear.
Gotcha. I know I tried Spanx once and a different kind of product. And I was like, this was the most uncomfortable thing. Like I could barely even get it on. I'm like,
and you can't breathe.
People love this. This is freaking ridiculous. No, I'm not wearing. And I know we're talking different kind of products here, y'all.
But it actually does.
I was like, this is miserable.
But let me tell you, I'm like a super fan of Sarah Blakely. So I love her. And you know, when you got to wear Spanx, you got to wear them. I try to avoid them as much as possible. When you got to wear them, you got to wear them. But
I wasn't trying to back that.
No. We all love Sarah Blakely.
Not for me.
But to me, it's just, I don't want to wear Spanx every day. It's going to drive me crazy. But I wear we call the new top, the Roraima top. All our products have, because I'm originally from Venezuela, all our products have names of natural resources in Venezuela. And Roraima is the largest flat top tepuy in Venezuela, or in the world, because that's the only place they exist. So that's why the name comes from that. The name comes from there, which is because the top makes you flat. And I wear it as a sports top when I do yoga, for example, and it kind of has the same effect as Spanx, but you can wear it all day, not even realize you're wearing it, and not have to desperately take it off like when you're wearing Spanx. So that's what it promises. It holds everything in, keeps everything in place, and is super comfortable. You'll never want to take it off, and you don't even realize you have it on to take it off.
Well, I want to say thank you so very much for your time today to share with us why you started Outplay. What are you doing? What's available? It is always fun to talk to people in a new and varied profession. So thank you so much for being here with us.
No, thank you for inviting me. I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much.
Yes. And y'all watching here on YouTube, check out our playlist. We have a lot of interviews with people from all across the globe, leveraging themselves in their business. Happy networking, y'all.